Yo, what is going on, guys? So some updates for the Philadelphia Eagles. Want to go over some stuff real quick. Want to not try to make this video too long, but we had Jonathan Gannon, Shane Steichen press conferences. I have some statistics for the game and some other things we really have to talk about that are pretty important. And I just turned my camera off. Sorry about that. And that's really it. So let's go over some of the news for today.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey SHAKESQUAD coming to you guys with the video right now. So we saw that Jonathan Gannon had his press conference, which I was like, yeah, let's listen to this guy and see what he has to say, because I'm going to be all ears listening to it. Okay, Jonathan Gannon, I'll have to say this, okay? When Jonathan Gannon has a bad game, not even just a bad game, just in general with his press conferences, he seems like he's pretty humble about if he messes up or does something, wrong, or he's pretty humble about it. God give him respect for that. At least he's not putting the blame on somebody else. But he talked about, the defense, bailing him out of bad situations. He even talked about putting his players in bad situations as well, which is kind of crazy. Like, he's going into his second year as a defensive coordinator. Howie Roseman has given you a brand new defense on a silver platter, and yet you still don't want to use them to their full advantage. Now, Rube from NBC Philadelphia asked him a question in the third quarter, up 17 points. I think it was after the Bradbury pick 6. Was asked, did you take your foot off the gas? Somewhat of, did you take your foot off the gas? Like, did you feel comfortable? Did you play, did you play a lot of prevent? He said yes. He said yes. He actually admitted that he took his foot off the gas in the third quarter. Why? Up 17? You act like you're up 24. Or whatever the case may be. It doesn't even matter. Why are you taking your foot off the gas in the third quarter? He talked about the Bradbury pick 6. And, you don't need statistics for this, guys. Like, you see the defensive line's getting no pressure, no stunts, no blitzes. Soft zone coverage, playing prevent, corners back 10+ yards. It's really aggravating to watch. For that team to come back to 35 points it's crazy. It's just absolutely insane how they came back in that game. I was like, I thought we were going to lose that game. By the end, I thought we were losing. I was like, this is, other than that, if Miles Sanders didn't run that big run that he had, that kind of put a dagger in the game. That would have been, he got swallowed up right there. The Lions had a chance on a drive, and that would have been it. Luckily, the Lions gave us some gifts in that game. They had drops with the receivers. They had an onside kick early in the game. Why, I don't know. And that was easy. We're already in field position, so we got an easy score from that. But Gannon's he's got to fix this. It's nuts. We've been talking about it the past couple days, and I just can't stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? So at least he's honest about what he's talking about, but you got to keep your foot on the pedal in the third quarter. He took his foot off the gas in the third quarter. That's just, who does that? Who does that? How are you supposed to win that way? I don't like the mentality of if I see the same thing over and over, especially next week on Monday night against the Vikings, you thought that was a test and they came back 35 points. You got to deal with Justin Jefferson that just had 183 yards. Okay, 183 yards. And I'm telling you right now, you play that soft zone, no blitz, no stunts, none of that stuff. You do that in the Vikings game, Kirk Cousins is going to pick this team apart like there's no tomorrow. Okay, just saying. Not only that, but Jordan Davis, okay, only had 22 snaps. Now, I got to put a lot more into perspective with this because, number one, he's not in shape. Number two, they got to switch out their defensive line. Number three, the drives, some of these drives were way long, and they were really bad on third down, so the defense was on the field a lot longer, and they were gassed by that second half. They were definitely gassed. Your defensive line was just struggling the whole entire game. Jordan Davis, 22 snaps. When Jordan Davis was in the game, they rushed 14 times for 43 yards. That's just insane. Jordan Davis, I thought Hargrave looked bad. And I rewatched. I thought they all looked bad. I thought everybody looked bad. Reddick looked out of place. I don't even know. Everybody just looked bad. Who is to blame for this? Why are these guys not in shape? Like, what is it? especially since the tackling is so bad. Are these hour practices, are they not in shape? Like, what is the problem here? How do you not have a 4-man pass rush? How can you not at least get pressure from your line? How many times did you move Jared Goff out of the pocket? Only one time, and he scrambled for a first down. Or not really out of the pocket, but through the middle of the pocket and, you know, scramble for a first down. Like, that was it. Your only sack was because he dropped the ball? Come on now. Is it going to take you 5 seconds? 5.5 seconds to sack the quarterback? Is that how long it takes from professionals on this line right now? I don't get it. Tracy Rocker, what are you doing with these guys? Like, I have to say, like, it makes no sense how, like, I'm watching these other games and like every time the Lions brought pressure, Jalen Hurts is running for his life. Like, every time. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's just absolutely insane. So Jordan Davis obviously is more of he's got to get in better shape. And, you know, it's a rotation every 4 to 5 plays they rotate guys. And they were gassed. And these drives were way too long. They couldn't make stops. Your defensive line is going to be gassed, not only giving up on third down, but if the secondary is playing prevent and everybody's sitting back in soft zone coverage and not doing a damn thing, your defensive line is going to get tired. And they did. They were just done. Okay? So it was a little bit of a nightmare. A little bit of a nightmare. And honestly, with Hasan Reddick as well, I even looked at him. I was like, he was only in 68% of the snaps. At the Sam linebacker position, he blitzed 3 times? I mean, is that enough? This guy's had 23.5 sacks the past 2 seasons. 2 seasons. 23. I feel like we're like wasting, like, and it's just one game. And this is after one game and I'm flipping out about it. And I need to, but I totally get it. I understand I need to relax, but it just aggravates the crap out of me. It's like Hasan Reddick, 23.5 sacks past 2 seasons. And he doesn't even have a sack yet. I mean, he didn't even look, he was just, where was Hasan Reddick in the game? No idea. Did he even play enough? I'm going to have a headache doing this because I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Hasan Reddick's one of my favorite players. First acquisition we had this year, and I was supposed to change this defensive line. He's lined up next to Hargrave. I mean, just everybody just played bad. What is the problem here? What is the problem? It just makes no sense to me. At least one good thing came out of this game. Jalen Hurts, the best quarterback on third down. He did fantastic on third down, fourth down. He bailed out this offense. The problem I have with Hurts, and it's not, and look, there was a few underthrows. I understand. Like, there was a couple throws. The one to Gainwell at the end of the second quarter where he had like 4 yards of separation on that pass. That was literally, he threw it right to the ground, and that could have been a touchdown. But Jalen Hurts on these RPOs is going to be a big problem. He's going to get himself hurt. It's going to happen. Steichen keeps putting him in this situation. He's going to get hurt. As a quarterback, you cannot run that much in a game. You just can't. You had 4 rushing touchdowns. That's it. You didn't have a touchdown by a wide receiver because A.J. Brown was your best wide receiver with 155 yards. Devontae Smith only had 1 catch for 11 yards, and Quez Watkins was nowhere to be seen. So Shane Steichen had his press conference and talked about how we have to get the ball. We have to get the ball into all the receivers' hands. Well, obviously, you think after that? I mean, look, thank God we have A.J. Brown. Thank God. Because I don't know. If we didn't have A.J. Brown, we probably would have lost that game. Probably would have lost that game, to be honest with you. But other than the pick 6 and all that stuff, which was great. But thank God for A.J. Brown. As advertised, worth the money? Hell yeah. Very excited for A.J. Brown. I was happy. But I was, and there were some mid-tier throws, but not enough to the other receivers. There was nothing there. Devontae Smith, I guess, being on the field is going to be a decoy for you. And, I didn't really expect the number 1 corner to be on him. I thought A.J. Brown was going to get that matchup. But, you never know. It could happen what other teams think and what they think the right matchup is going to be. Because, obviously, A.J. Brown just had size over that number 2 corner in Amani, which was just definitely a huge mismatch that the Lions never corrected. And A.J. Brown was successful because of that matchup. But Steichen needs to get the ball into these other players. And look, when it comes to Jalen Hurts, and look, the offensive line, I even looked at the tape. When I'm streaming and doing a stream with you guys, you watching, and I have to look at the chat and watch the game at the same time. It's hard for me to really see, so I rewatched the game. Offensive line, somewhat did good, but there were times the offensive line gave up pressure instantly from the start of the play. And Hurts had the move. I mean, that's, you know, I don't blame Hurts. I'm not going to put it on Hurts if he has to escape the pocket and run for a first down, which he was fantastic and bailed this offense out. But when it's RPO after RPO after RPO, and he's taking the ball for himself and running with his legs, he's going to get hurt. I mean, he's bound to get hurt playing that way. You're not going to have a career running the. You're not going to have a career like that. It's just, it's only due time when things like this happen. So I'm really proud of Jalen Hurts. I mean, he was poised. He was good in the pocket. I mean, look, I take a few plays back. He underthrew some balls, and you know, I could probably take some plays back. But from what was given to him, and you know, this offensive line and what the defense did this whole game, I thought Jalen Hurts was really strong. He played with tenacity, and he was just a big leader in this game. And I think players are just still gravitating towards him. And I think that bond is going to get stronger. And I think the offense is going to get a lot better this year. It's going to get a lot better. I have more faith in the offense than the defense this year, because I know that these receivers are going to get their targets. Devontae Smith will get his games. It's going to happen. A lot of teams played like crap this first week because it's the first week. It's the first game jitters. It's just the first game. You know, what team is more prepared? You know, if stars haven't played for a few weeks, you know, you're going to have a problem. And we didn't play since one series in the first preseason game. So I totally get it. Now, the next and last thing I want to talk about is the Derek Barnett situation, him being out. I don't know what the answer is going to be for the Eagles. Are they bringing someone else from practice squad up since Derek Barnett tore his ACL? Now, obviously, D Ford is available out there as just a veteran presence. I'm not going to say he's going to be a great player or anything like that, but just bringing a veteran presence to this team, see what he does, bring him in, pay him a minimal contract for the year, and just let him play. Because I feel like, you know, I don't know if this defensive line is going to, if certain players need more reps, whatever the case may be. It's obviously at defensive end, so you don't got to worry about Jordan Davis too much, because, you know, now is Teron Jackson, Josh Sweat going to be more in these games? We'll see what happens. I think they need to put another body there. And D Ford would be a possibility. I'm not saying it's the main possibility. Like I said, they could bring someone up from practice squad, or someone is just going to get more reps, whether I think it's going to be Sweat, or maybe Reddick gets more on the edge. I mean, who knows? I don't know what they're going to do here. But it's just a possibility that D Ford is out there and a free agent. So you have to look out for that when the time comes. And other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I covered almost anything between Gannon's press conference, Shane Steichen, this defense. They got to fix it. You got the Vikings Monday night, and you thought that the first game was a test against the Lions, and you gave up 35 points. You got another thing coming to you with Justin Jefferson coming to the link Monday night, because he had 183 yards. I guarantee you, if Jonathan Gannon plays like how he played today, JJ is going to have over 215 yards. Not kidding. I hope he doesn't. I hope this team turns around. I'm just overwhelmed on how much this defense turned around Monday night. I'm not saying we're gonna shut them out or anything like that. Like, they're gonna make their plays, and we're gonna make our plays. That's the way it's gonna go. But this defense really has to. I have a lot more faith in this offense, guys. This defense really has to get their crap together. Really. So it's going to be interesting. We talked about Reddick. We talked about certain player statistics with Jordan Davis. And obviously, just these players were this defensive line was just gassed. But that's not even the excuse. I think there's more to it than that. There's just something not there. There's something wrong. Something's going on. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about, obviously, Jordan Davis, Gannon, the press conferences. What do you guys think is going to happen Monday night against the Vikings? We'll talk about the Vikings more in depth, probably by Thursday, when I usually do the preview video for them. Just let me know in the comment section below about everything that you've seen in this video, and let me know, and I'll get back to you when I possibly can. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Chicks, what up? Follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.